All right, Jenny Plyer in Cobalt. So scope of work is going to be mulch install. I got to look into it too. She also mentioned about putting down some type of a compost slash fertilizer first, kind of spread that lightly throughout her beds to help feed all of her plants, and then put the mulch on top of it. So I got to look into specifically. I think I know what she's talking about. I'll check it out. She said an old landscaper used to do it. And then she didn't walk with me. I went in her house and then she kind of talked about some stuff. So, but I was also going to say, cause she did mention like a general light yard cleanup. So when we're doing it, we can kind of like lightly clean up like her pine cones and stuff just before we get mowing. It's not too dramatic, but a little light, out here in the front, kind of just take a blower over type of deal. So I'll start over here on the sidewalk around. I think as far as trimming, she said everything looks great because we did it in the fall for her. So we're in a decent spot with all that. Obviously just like bed prep and stuff like that. So start over here, rake out your beds, clean them up. Got all these plants. These are all plants. So leave these be. Tall grasses we already cut back last year. So just mulch them up. She did mention make sure we whack out all of the weeds that are kind of in the beds. They're not too bad. They're like those really shallow kind of clovery weeds from most of what I saw. So you can probably just like smack them with a string trimmer, kind of turn over the soil, and it should be good. She said take a hose to it, but I think just do whatever you think. Yeah, so nothing really crazy in terms of trimming. No trimming over here, just mulch install. You guys clean all this bed out here, rake it out, mulch this one here within the wood ties here. And just pretty straightforward, no trimming needed, just mulch install. No trimming here, just mulch install, mulch install. The one big trimming that we'll do, and I will separate line item it, but I'm sure she's gonna accept it. She just accepts everything. It's this big, large holly bush back here that's in this little random triangle section of her yard. So two things she wants done with it. So she said basically they need access to this sewer down here, so she wants the bottom kind of like carved out to allow like easy access to that. And then secondly, I'd say it might be 15 foot high. It's pretty high. You're gonna need the 12-footer and the extender poles and stuff, but she said just kind of do like a trimming, kind of like just a shape out, just give it a round shape of the holly. Again, very large, but shape it and trim that up. That is like the only trimming at this point. Everything else looks good. And then moving back, so here's the beds. Again, if we get out here kind of earlier, I don't think they'll get too much worse with weeds. Just have to kind of do a little blowout and clean up of the beds. She was really pumped about all the trimming that we did in fall. She kept complimenting it. So good job there. But yeah, blow out all this. A lot of mulch up here. Mulch all this. Mulch back here. Good cleanup of the beds here. We got some sticks and stuff. Include that in the yard cleanup and debris. This is the area she said really try to like kill out this weed so she doesn't pop up. So I would like string trim it, rake it out, spray some Roundup probably, throw some pre down, and then mulch, and that should hold it pretty good for bulk of the year. And then all over here, don't gotta go crazy with the mulch, but yeah, blow this area out, clean this up for her. Let's just get it in good shape for her before we get mowing and get into the spring. And then all mulch in here. No trimming with the ivy. You could throw a little bit of mulch around the tree here. Maybe put a little bit of mulch kind of just like lined around the ivy here. Same thing around here. Kind of whack out the weedy stuff. Pachysandra keep, but the weedy stuff you can throw mulch in there. Clear that out. Same thing under her window there. And then lastly would be the bed up here. It's a good amount of mulch. Yeah, rake out these beds. You almost need a trimming actually. These ones, maybe touch these up. She didn't mention it, but just do a light touch up shaping of these. We probably could use it actually. And then, clean up this bed and mulch it. And then, continue just sticks and stuff, kind of include that in the cleanup as well. And that's it.